You say, what is it that you want? You've got everything that a woman could ever need in life. I got a closet full of minks, chinchillas. I got a bureau full of diamonds I can change 4 times a day if I want to. You even trying to eat lobster and drink fish. Now you know that ain't your boo. Or you strictly a collard green cornbread baby. Now you know if anybody knows, I know. But since you feel like that this evening, sit down and drink some champagne with me and let me rap to you.
Dealt a bad hand, a few hearts, a few spades. Ish tied up, yeah. Shoelace, time to turn a new page. You don't even know the flavor of the Kool-Aid. Keep it simple, no complications. My life opposite of everybody loves Raymond. Ish not a joke, Damon Wayans. So my attitude like fuck it. 2 tears in a bucket, wearing fresh kicks and it costs a lot of ducats. Eating bull dish up, yeah, chicken nuggets. McDouble, you in trouble about to bust your bubble. Life's a shit, but I wanna cuddle and make love too. What's the true meaning? What's the true meaning? What's the true meaning of life? Let me rap till you make it right. Even though I see things in black and white, yeah. What's the true meaning? What's the true meaning? What's the true meaning of life? Let me rap till you make it right. Even though I see things in black and white, yeah. Point blank period, you must be an idiot. How you living life when you not taking serious? Buffoonery really ain't cool to me. Life is graphic nature, a little bit of nudity. People get a little money, buy a lot of jewelry. But let's put this thing in perspective. I speak for the people, at least I got leverage. I'm a collard green cornbread eating baby. Roasted chicken, smothered with brown gravy. I'm chillin', ocean flow, I'm wavy. Why call it? I might spoil it, old milk. Why sleep on the truth? The sheets not silk. I just lay back, think about them times when I used to rock a wave cap. Low cut Air Forces, white like Ajax. Boost mobile phones with the chirp. Used to get hot, Star Trek, Captain Kirk. What's the true meaning? What's the true meaning? What's the true meaning of life? Let me rap till you make it right. Even though I see things in black and white, yeah. What's the true meaning? What's the true meaning? What's the true meaning of life? Let me rap till you make it right. Even though I see things in black and white, yeah. P.S. I love this life, I love this life. On the road to greatness, I had to hitchhike, Chiz Roundtree. So smooth, I'm your lady type, but still doing God's work. Even though I missed a few Sundays at church, but life is about change. Yeah, old lady's purse, say what I wanna say, take things for this birth, it'll be a better day. Sip my liquor, then I pray. Sip my liquor, then I pray. So glorious, victorious. My mind travel into times, DeLorean. Watching it shit play out, accordion. Smoking bogeys by the bodega. Chicks kiss me on the cheek, I'm a king, Alpha Omega. I'm a real inhaler. Speak my truth and say grace before I eat dinner. What's the true meaning? What's the true meaning? What's the true meaning of life? Let me rap till you make it right. Even though I see things in black and white, yeah. What's the true meaning? What's the true meaning? What's the true meaning of life? Let me rap till you make it right. Even though I see things in black and white, yeah. Black and white, black and white.
They say that
Yes, yes. Yes, yes. Microphone check 1, 2. It's your boy DJ Mad Knox, the crown holder. Right here on Built for This Radio YouTube channel. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Built for This Radio is powered by, fueled by Built for This network for the strong, not the weak, and in the zone entertainment. Yeah. Welcome to the Theory of the Culture show.
they say that
This show is dedicated to our brother Chiz Roundtree in the building. You already know the vibes. Jungle Brother Zulu Cast, great show earlier, brother. My brother Brian H. Rap B. Williams, the end of the bench media in the building. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to them brothers' channel. Mocha Bella 305 X Squad in the building. Poetic Sands, Built for This network in the zone in the building.
they say that
Lewis Adler in the building. What up, Lou? What's going on, Smoking Lou? How you do? You already know. That's Detroit in the building. What up, Lou? I appreciate you. Man. Theory of the Culture, we here, man. We rocking. I appreciate each and every one of y'all for coming in and supporting your boy, for real. Supporting your boy at this time. You feel what I'm saying? Is man, we going through some stuff. So we gotta stay prayed up. That's real lingo. That's real lingo. Yeah. Listen, we only 6 subscribers away from hitting lucky 200. So make sure y'all spread the word, man. Spread the word. Tell a friend who could tell a friend who could tell about 1,000,000 trillion, if you can, to come and subscribe to the Built for This network channel. But in the meantime, we appreciate the people that's in the chat room, the background listeners, the overseas listeners, everybody that's worldwide rocking with Built for This radio. You know what I mean? And the Built for This network in the zone family, and keeping that momentum going for us, for real. I appreciate each and every one of y'all, man. For real. You know what I mean? Shout out to Jungle Brother, man. It's good seeing Jungle Brother back doing shows, you know what I mean, on the channel, you know what I mean, entertaining us, giving us, you know what I mean, good entertainment. It's always good to see Jungle and his element of doing, you know, I know he be on shows, you know what I mean, featuring, but to see him doing the solo shows that, you know what I mean, he normally does and everything, is good to see him back. So Jungle, man, nothing but praises to you, brother. I hope you keep that thing going, for real. Shout out to Nadi, you know what I mean? Nadi will be back soon, you know what I mean? Soon. I know he said that he's coming back. I know he's going to do family issues as well. So prayers up to Nadi, prayers up to DJ Mukadane. You feel what I'm saying? His sister's still in the hospital. So make sure y'all send them y'all best angels their way. You feel what I'm saying? And I know the No Show will be back soon. You know what I mean? Soon as everybody get everything straight, and I know schedules is conflicting and everything else, but they'll be back, you know what I mean? And like I said, we'll be here to embrace them with open arms, for real. Man, word up. So without further ado, you know what I mean, we gonna get to the business of what we get to in the business here of Dairy of the Culture. If you don't, if you did, this is your first time rocking with Dairy of the Culture, thank you. Welcome to Dairy of the Culture. First of all, welcome to the channel. Secondly, um, I'm doing the show solo. Um, our beloved Chiz Roundtree, as you see in the corner, has passed away. I used to do a show with him. I've been doing the Dairy of the Culture show for years, since Spreaker. So I want to say about 3-4 years into the thing. You know what I mean? Before we got to this platform here on the YouTube, and it's just been a pleasure to work with our brother Chiz Roundtree. So, you know, if I'm rambling and rumbling, and you know what I mean, I'm still trying to get used to doing this thing solo. You know what I mean? Because I'm used to my brother coming up with the topics, we bouncing off each other, giving each other's opinions, and you know what I mean. So that's why I say I appreciate y'all for just coming in rocking with me, because I'm still trying to adapt to the solo part of doing this here Theory of the Culture show. You know what I mean? But we don't keep our brother name alive, his spirit alive. You know what I mean? Again, this show is dedicated to Chiz Roundtree. The show is also dedicated to our brother DJ Brew from Homestyle Music, and our beloved Uncle Mike, you know what I mean? Jungle Brothers, Uncle, you know what I mean? May they souls rest in paradise, for real, for real. So let's get to it, man. We're gonna talk hip again, Theory of the Culture. We tap into the world of hip hop, pop, and social culture. So nothing is off limits. We talk about basically everything that's hot topic in the news, you know what I mean? And I know I could lose certain people that's not part of certain elements, but whatever topic is deemed hot, we getting it in, getting it on, getting it started. You feel what I'm saying? For real. So that's how we doing it, man. Word up. Oh man, I'm being interrupted already. So what we gonna do? We gonna be right back, real quick. All right, real quick.
They say that they say that they say that they say that.
All right, I'm back. I'm sorry, duty calls. But you know, that's why I got the good old "we'll be right back soon" thing, majiggy. Shout out to DJ Chuck, Chi-Town Finest in the building. You feel what I'm saying? Shout out to Big Gudio in the building, my brother D Greatest from South Central, you know, X Squad, Gudio Radio in the building. I appreciate y'all fellas for coming in. You know what I mean? For real, for real. Let's get to it, man. West Coast is still on the run, man. Kendrick Lamar becomes the first rapper ever to gross 14 million plus on a single tour. Shout out to SZA, Jersey's finest SZA. You know what I mean? Um, Yeah. So yeah, shout out to Kendrick, man. Kendrick, no matter, I mean, and for what I'm hearing, man, that show is a big time production show. You feel what I'm saying? It's a big time production show Kendrick and be putting on. And for that man to gross 14 million on a single tour with him and just Scissor, you know what I mean? And no other opening acts. Hey man, that's a beautiful thing. So shout out to Kendrick for actually becoming the first rapper in history to do that. You know what I mean? And hopefully, man, another rapper in the next 5, maybe 10 years coming along and you know what I mean, break his record. You know what I mean? I'm just, D Great said Kendrick Lamar concert begins tonight out here. Oh, I know that's gonna be a zoo. That's gonna be a zoo. How many days is they doing it? D Great, is it a 2-day thing or is it just that one day? Because if it's just that one day, I know traffic gonna be crazy wherever he performing that at, for real. So on top of the Kendrick Lamar, hi there. I'm sorry, hold on, y'all. Hey, people is weird. I appreciate y'all rocking with me, man. People is weird here. Oh, it's 4 days? Damn, so he gonna make a killing over there. For real. Chuck, I'm gonna get to it, Chuck. I'm gonna definitely talk about that. Um, D Great said heading out to Vegas on Friday for our 30th anniversary. Gonna be super hot out there. Hey man, listen, at the end of the day, you gonna be with your queen. Happy 30th anniversary. Golden 30, man. That's a blessing, man. For real. Shout out to the greats, man. For real. I ain't got no hand clap sound effect, but I'm gonna give that to you, man. Salute to y'all for real for holding it down for 30, man. That's a blessing. Yeah, man. But woo, that Kendrick thing is crazy. Joey Badass. If don't those who don't know who Joey Badass is, he played Unique in the Raising Kanan series, the Power Raising Kanan series. He got a freestyle that they got Joey Badass versus the whole West Coast. So basically, he's going after damn near the whole TDE. He sends shots to Kendrick Lamar. He sends shots to a couple of Ray Vaughn, who's part of the Top Dog Entertainment, Daylight, and a couple of other people. So yeah, it's gonna be crazy. You feel what I'm saying? It's gonna be real crazy up in there. Jungle said, shout out to my in-laws. Yeah, man, for real. DJ Mukadeen, co-CEO of this here, built for this network, and in the zone entertainment up in the building. Salute, Mook. Appreciate you for locking in, and prayers to you and your family. Continuous prayers, I should say, to you and your family. Yeah, so Joey Badass, man, I don't know where this beef going. I don't know if it's just rap. If it's just rap, it's cool. My thing is, as long as it don't get to where it's violent. I'm cool with everybody beefing far as it being bars, but when it gets to the street sense of now, you feel what I'm saying? When I see you was on site type shit, now that becomes an ugly thing in the sport. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, the great say bad move for Joey Badass. You know what? Joey Badass, I ain't gonna lie to you. He holding it down for himself though. For him to go after all of these dudes, you know what I mean? And the crazy part, he just did a joint, the Red Bull freestyle with Absol, who's down with TDE. So it's like I don't know how that relationship dwell on it. Because when I heard that freestyle, it was certain shots sent in that too. You know what I mean? So, you know, it's a lot going on with Joey Badass versus damn near the whole damn West Coast. You know what I mean? But us East Coast people, we always, you know, because Joey Badass is from Brooklyn. We gon' stand behind the boy. You feel what I'm saying? We gonna stand behind the boy. But like I said, long as it stays on record and it don't get violent, I'm cool with it. You know what I mean? Do it. One of the big headlines DJ Chuck put in the chat room, Chris Brown got arrested in the UK for a crime, well, allegedly, because I don't want to say he did it. Allegedly. 2 years ago, he was accused, I want to say his name was brought up, and big ass brawl in a nightclub called Tape nightclub in UK. Allegedly, he's supposed to hit a producer, a music producer whose name is Abe Dow, over the head with a bottle of tequila. Now, I'm guessing Chris Brown was on the move doing the show XYZ. He was over in the UK, and this happened in 2000. This is 25. This happened 2023. They came and put the motherfucking cuffs on Chris on some shit. At first, they was denying him bail for the shit, but now I just recently read that he posted bail for the shit. The bail conditions that he had to pay was in euro, and the money over there was basically 5 million, which in US dollars is damn near 6.7 million. You feel what I'm saying? He had to put 4 up front and then pay the other mill in the next week. If he doesn't do that, he forfeit his passports and all that other stuff. And Chris Brown got the Breezy Bowl coming up. That starts in June, you know what I mean? Which he has to go for a hearing around June 13th. You know what I mean? So it's just, I see, and the thing is, I mean, I don't know if it, because the producer is allegedly claiming that he suffered head trauma. He doing all of this. You feel what I'm saying? My thing is, I don't know if it's a pay grab thing. I don't know what happened, but the fact that he's abstinent on Chris Brown, who's the one who picked up this tequila bottle and freaking hit him over the head with the tequila bottle. You feel what I'm saying? So that's the thing that's real crazy right now with that whole thing. And then just the with the UK courts to charge that man, you know, because they know his celebrity. You feel what I'm saying? That type of money over that, just so he could come back over, you know what I mean? And what they calling a security fee. I never heard no shit like that ever in my life. I and I might be wrong. Mocha, you was part of law enforcement. You could probably tell me better. Did you hear any type of person who got bailed out and the bail set to that for a security fee? Maybe that's some UK shit. I don't know. Somebody from the UK, y'all can come on this platform if y'all a fan. Y'all can explain to me how y'all laws work over there. You know what I mean? But I never heard no shit like that for real. I never heard that. You know what I mean? For real. Mocha Bella said Chris Brown people didn't inform him he had charges pending in UK. And that's the thing, Mocha. I don't, if something was already paid before, you feel what I'm saying? Maybe it was already a money grab before the whole thing. That's why he probably felt comfortable of going over there. You know what I mean? That's what only way I could think, because if I know I got charges over there, you feel what I'm saying? Like that, again, like you right, Mocha, the common denominator is not to fucking go over there. But if he felt comfortable of going over there, whatever was paid off from the nightclub, and this guy A probably already got a bag. You feel what I'm saying? Probably blew the bag and probably still want to file and get more of the bag that he already got from this shit. Which now I'm hoping, in the sense of this, Chris Brown, if he did give the guy Dow, the producer dude, a bag, paperwork and everything was signed, you know what I mean? Far as the settlement of this shit. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't know. That shit is crazy. That shit is crazy. It's big time crazy. DJ Chuck said $6.7 million bail money is crazy work. It is, bro. It is. But you know, Chris Brown paid that shit because he didn't want to spend no fuck. Yo, if you gonna go to a jail, you would rather be fucking in your home state. You know what I mean? And then I know it's fucked up over here too, but I'd rather do my time in the US of A than some jail over fucking seas where I ain't got nobody to get to or nothing in that nature. You know what I mean? Degraded say two things. Why go over there or try not doing dumb shit when you go overseas? And see, we don't, right. And I agree with you there. We don't know. That's why I said is a whole allegedly thing, because we don't know what popped off to where Chris Brown, his entourage, and 9 times out of 10, let's just say if it wasn't Chris Brown, the fact that if you got 20 motherfuckers with you, you're the face. One dude go crazy and pop off, you gonna get the fucking burden. So let's just say Chris Brown ain't even pick up a bottle and crack dude over the head. It might have been the homie, but guess what? The homie is with who? Chris fucking Brown. Who is the face? Who is the money? So now Chris Brown gonna get the business. Same thing that happened to Michael Vick. Michael Vick wasn't even home when them dog fights happened. Due to the fact it was Michael Vick fucking home, guess what? Michael Vick probably knew what they was doing, but at the end of the day, it was his home. He gonna take the motherfucking bid for it. You know what I mean? So it's one of those. It could be one of those. Like Chris probably was motherfucking being protected by the security or getting out of Dodge or whatever was popping off and shit. And due to the fact Chris Brown was the face in that fucking club, he's gonna fucking wear the fucking charge. You know what I mean? And you see that shit all the time. You know what I mean? Like people with their entourage, you don't know if they entourage got drugs on them, got guns on them. It's 9 times out of 10 you probably do, but then again, you probably don't. And see, that's the price you pay of having a big ass entourage. You feel what I'm saying? That's the price you pay of having a big ass entourage. I can see if the most I will probably have with me is probably like 4 or 5 people. You know what I mean? And about 2 or 3 of them is my top security. The rest is probably like personal assistant and everything else. And with my security, I'm making sure all of them got motherfucking legit licenses, firearms. Especially if I'm a Chris Brown and stuff. See, that's the only thing about this celebrity shit. And I'm sorry I'm going on a tantrum, y'all. You making so much fucking money to not hire the fucking legit security who can legitimately carry their fucking firearms. Why the fuck? Again, and it goes back to the greatest point. Even if you're out there, why you're out there rumble in the jungle where you can motherfucking have these top-notch security who you fucking supposed to hire to bodyguard you. That's their job, to guard your fucking body. Make sure you don't get fucking hurt. You feel what I'm saying? That's the shit that's just crazy to me. You know what I mean? Overall, it's like, yo, I mean, so even, and I know sometimes traveling certain areas, but Chris Brown is too fucking rich to not hire top-notch security. You feel what I'm saying? Again, now we talking 2023. You still popping in 2023, sir. You feel what I'm saying? It ain't like you ain't been doing this for a while or all this stuff. You know what I mean? Even if you went to the club and the club paid you, because I know certain clubs pay celebrities to do an appearance or do a walkthrough or whatever the case may be. You feel what I'm saying? So maybe that was a bad for you. You know what I mean? Maybe you coming in there, listen, just come in. We got the session. We gonna pay you this. You ain't gotta do nothing real crazy. Just come in, have a good time. We put your name on the flyer. That's gonna bring revenue for us, XYZ. Okay. With that being said, make sure you got your proper security in fucking line. You know what I mean? Make sure you got your proper security in fucking line to where you don't have to be in this type of shit. You feel what I'm saying? Because not saying, okay, you started the shit, but if you know with some rowdy motherfuckers in there that cannot handle their liquor, they on that bullshit, whatever their type of shit they on, you feel what I'm saying? You got the proper channels in line to where your hands is motherfucking clean. And like I said, allegedly, Chris might have not hit that guy with the bottle, but the fact that he was the face in there, yeah. Mocha Bella said you can't be committing crimes in other countries. There's their laws are different. Yeah, that's true. I never heard, bro, when they said the bail was motherfucking sitting there for a security fee. I say a security fee. I said, you charging me $4 million for a security fee? Hell, Chris could have paid that and hired their security. Why not hire they motherfucking security? You feel what I'm saying? Like, for real. That's the shit that's crazy to me. Like, hire they motherfucking security. And for $4 million, hell, you could hire then the whole damn police force for that fucking night. You know what I mean? And see, this is the thing with the whole nightclub too. Even if you got certain bounces and security in place for that, you feel what I'm saying? That nightclub owner should have made sure it was extra protocol of security as well. But again, this is a Dow. I never heard of him being a producer over here, so I'm allegedly saying he must be a big time producer over there. You feel what I'm saying? And the fact that he probably came up to Chris, it probably was a mutual thing. They probably, whoever know, whatever the case may be, they all in the session. We don't know. You know what I mean? All he's alleging, again, this is all allegedly, saying is that Chris Bottle hit him over the head with a bottle of tequila, fucked him up, you know what I mean? And he's trying to get a bag for it. You know what I mean? H-Rap B in the building. What's up, H-Rap? Appreciate you, my brother, for coming in. Let's see who I missed. DJ Chuck. DJ Chuck said that was the issue with Diddy. Big Gene was basically his only licensed security and bodyguard. And see, this is the thing, right? Because Big Gene was ex-cop. You feel what I'm saying? Who became a bodyguard for Diddy. So it's like, it's one of them things. But see, now let's just rewind it all the way back, Chuck, from the nightclub shooting with Sean and everybody else. You feel what I'm saying? Everybody else got searched except for Diddy and Jennifer Lopez. You feel what I'm saying? So my thing is, and I want to even say Sean for that matter, and for what I'm hearing, one of the cops said that J-Lo was one of the people who smuggled the gun in there. So if you check in there, everybody else except for two people that was on tape, you know what I mean, which was Jennifer Lopez and Puff at the time. Where did Sean get the gun from? So Jennifer had to have that thing getting a motherfucking purse. You feel what I'm saying? And the lady, I forget her name, that got shot in the face, she still said it wasn't Sean. Sean hit somebody else. She said Puff, the one that shot her. She looked at Puff verbatim with her two eyes, and she said Puff shot. So, it is. I don't know, man. It's one of them things, yo. But I hope Chris Brown, I hope his teams get, like you said, like Mocha said, the laws over there is different. So I don't know if he's going to, can get that off basically, you know what I mean? Far as, I don't know if he's going to be doing time. I know he has a hearing. And 9 times out of 10, he could probably have an option to settle out or fight it. If Chris, now the chances is if he fights it, what are the odds of him being guilty, especially over there in the UK? Because 9 times out of 10, he's probably not going to get a fair process over there in the UK like you know what I mean, like over here. So is a whole different ball game, but you know, I'm guessing the prosecution over there or whoever is, you know what I mean, it's gonna be a bag of money on the table. It's gonna be a bag of money on the table. If I'm Chris Brown, I'm just gonna settle out. You feel what I'm saying? I'm just gonna settle out. I know it's gonna make it seem like I'm guilty, even if I didn't do nothing. But if you just look at the whole identity of it, you feel what I'm saying? It's better for you to settle out, bro. Because I don't think that UK judicial system is gonna make you uh they if you try to take it to trial, they gonna make you pay for it. Especially if it was one of their own producers that you allegedly assaulted. You feel what I'm saying? They gonna try to make an example out of you, Chris. For real. They gonna try to make an example out of you. So we gotta be in fair warning of that, man, for real. Um whew, it was a lot. Damn, 2 years ago they still getting you. And my thing is, that's why I'm saying it's something mysterious in this whole thing. It's something real mysterious in this whole thing with the Chris Brown. Cause if that happened 2 years ago, if I already okay, if I paid for the damages and evidently the fucking assault charge, the assault thing is not just now not coming up. So that been the whole thing. And to go back to Mocha Bella and A-Trap, and not A-Trap, D Great point, I'm not going over there, you know what I mean, to, you know what I mean, even grab a bag where I know is other overseas avenues where I could grab a bag from. I'm skipping that whole UK shit. I'm not going over there. So that makes me further think it was already money given out. He probably, the producer, I'm saying, probably is trying to come at the Chris for some more motherfucking money. That's what I'm thinking. You feel what I'm saying? But I can allegedly be wrong. You know what I mean? So prayers up, man. Prayers up. Another headline news. I want to know how y'all feel on this one. And I'm talking about, any comments y'all do have, if y'all can't make the show live, please go into Built for This Radio Network at gmail.com. You feel what I'm saying? That is Built for This Radio right there. It's on your screen. Email us at builtforthisradionetwork at gmail.com. Let me know how you feel when I pose certain questions in these shows. But to my live chat room right now, Cardi B has been named by ASCAP. If you don't know who ASCAP is a performing rights organization. These are the people who pay you your royalties and everything else. You know what I mean? You got ASCAP, you got BMI, which I'm a part of BMI. You know what I mean? They pay you your royalties, your performances, you know what I mean? Everything. They make sure you, wherever you get your music played at, you know what I mean? They make sure the money comes in and you get your joint. She's been acknowledged for Voice of the Culture Award. I want to know how y'all feel about that. How y'all feel about that whole thing? Because don't get me wrong, Cardi's story is crazy. You know what I mean? Like she was a struggling female from the Bronx, New York, came up, was a stripper, you know what I mean? Grinding, rapping, put out a couple of mixtapes, got the buzz, was on Love and Hip Hop, you know what I mean? Got a crazy bag from that. Put one album. She hasn't even put out a second album. She only put out one album since then, a couple of singles, and them things was on the go. Other than that, she been on features and everything. You feel what I'm saying? But you know, her story is crazy. But for her to get the Voice of the Culture Award, I think personally, and this is just me, if you're gonna talk about like female rappers, and I shouldn't say rappers, yeah, because it's different between rappers and MC. If you're talking about just females that bless on the mic type thing, um, I think a person like a Rhapsody should have got it, or uh, uh, MC Light, pay homage, Queen Latifah, um, Voice of the Culture. You could have gave that to uh, uh, a person like an Angie Martinez, like women that's in media, you know what I mean? That's on radio media and everything else. I personally think that, you know what I mean? I think Cardi, again, I'm not minimizing her story because her story is crazy, but I personally think she should have got. I think they should have gave a Voice of the Culture award to somebody who's well deserved. You feel what I'm saying? More well deserved. Again, like it's so many females out there that's doing way positive things, and see, when you talk about ASCAP, so you go on musically. So that's why I'm saying, like, personally, I would think like a Rhapsody should have got it. Because Rhapsody, to me, is one of the illest MCs. You know what I mean? That's super dope. MC Light, who just got a project out that's been slept on, that's super dope. You know what I mean? If you're gonna base it on that, but I get it. Is today? If you're talking about trending today in this era, in this streaming era, in this era where mostly all the, you know what I mean, youth girls that they looking up to, then I get it. You know what I mean? Shout out to Built for This Network, in the zone's own DJ Purplicious, aka Great Licious. Blessings, Queen. I appreciate you for coming in and rocking. I hope all is well with you. I'm sending continuous prayers for you, and hopefully you'll be back on these airwaves real soon. You know what I mean? So shout out to Purplicious, Great Licious in the building. But big up to Cardi B. If she got it. I told about this last culture show. Tory Lane's been stabbed up 14 times in the Cali prison and stuff like that. Now his lawyers, you know what I mean, is filing appeal because they saying the bodyguard overheard the woman Kelsey, allegedly Kelsey, the one that screamed she shot Megan Thee Stallion, who's another rapper. Okay, so now Tory Lane's lawyers went public, you know what I mean, got on talking to the prosecution. Hopefully the prosecution look at this new evidence of the bodyguard now admitting that he overheard Kelsey, this, that, and the third. So now fucking Meg Thee Stallion took to, I think it was TikTok. She took to her TikTok writing the whole paragraph of just, you know what I mean, calling Tory Lanez a demon. Why they still revisiting this? She should know who shot her, which technically that's true. If I get shot and I know the person who shot me, God damn it, I'm gonna say who shot me. You feel what I'm saying? Even though Tory and the girl Kelsey was friends at one point. So I don't, you know, it's one of them young weird relationships. And what was that word Jada Pickett used? Entanglements. It was one of those. So now Drake took public after that. Drake sitting there saying he wants Tory Lanez pardon. Now Tory Lanez and Drake are both from Toronto. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm guessing, you know, and now Meg and Drake, excuse me, Meg and Drake is going back and forth on media at the end of the day saying, basically sending shots to each other. You know what I mean? So it's like, first of all, Drake, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, Drake. Like, bruh, first of all, you get no credibility, Drake. No incredibility at all. Kendrick, Molly whopped your ass. Molly whopped you, bruh. Took the motherfucking, basically he took your fans. You know what I mean? You still probably got a little something, but he took majority of the motherfucking fans you got. You know what I mean? Then you mad, you gonna sue the label cause motherfucking Kendrick mollywhopped your ass. Now you want to sit here and get into some shit that technically don't have nothing to do with your motherfucking ass. Nothing. Nothing. So keep your opinions to your motherfucking self, Drake. You know what I mean? Bottom line. You know what I mean? If you felt like Tory Lanez should be pardoned, keep that shit. Everything ain't for social media, dog. Everything ain't for you to tweet. But you tweeting this because you trying to get the clout. You gotta keep your name in the press. Cause guess what? You're not hot right now. You got an album out with your boy Party Next Door that's doing okay, spin wise or whatever the case may be. But bruh, at the end of the day, stop. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, bro. You straight up need to go in the studio and try to bounce back your solo career off that motherfucking mollywop. Like Jungle said, you in concussion protocol, big time concussion protocol. They got you on the motherfucking IR list right now. Still. And it been a year later. You still on the injured reserve motherfucking list. You know what I mean? Shut the fuck up. Go in there, do your music, put a slap out, bro. That's it. That's it. You know what I mean? For real. Stop. God damn. You know what I mean? I mean, Chuck. Come on, Chuck. It's the truth, Chuck. You know what I mean? Like, for real. What do you got to do with this whole Meg and Tory thing? For what? What are you saying? Now, if Meg come out and send shots to you, she in all rights to do that. Because you should shut the fuck up. It ain't got nothing to do with you. You know what I mean? Now you want to sit there and motherfucking, oh, Tory should be pardoned. Motherfucker, you don't worry about Tory shit. Worry about your shit. Because you trying to sue Universal for some shit that you got your ass whooped on. But it was all good just a week ago when you was winning them battles versus Meek Mill and them. You know what I mean? It was all good just a week ago when they was running your numbers up. Kendrick made a better fucking song than you. He strategically whooped your ass. Take the fucking L. Your ass got whooped so bad you want to sue your own fucking label who gave you 400 damn near 1,000 in advance, brother. And guess what? Still to this day, which you put out an album with Party Next Door, they still getting the fucking cut from that. Despite the fucking lawsuit you're fucking putting out there. So, again, shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? For real. Like, that shit don't make no sense. Jungle Brother said 2024 was a bad year for light-skinned dudes. Chief, Rough Buff, DJ Dez, D Great, Vince Wright. yeah. Yo, it's just crazy. RC in the building, Minnesota's finest. Appreciate you, Sizzle. Hope all is well with you. Make sure y'all send prayers up to my brother RC. You know what I mean? Big time supporter of everyone. You know what I mean? Everyone. You know, RC is very appreciated in these podcast streets for real, because he supports everyone, and I appreciate you, RC. Yeah, but when I seen that Drake tweet, that shit just, you know what I mean? It made my ass itch. Pause. You feel what I'm saying? It did, because it was like, yo, why is you saying something? Like, that shit triggered me a little bit. Like, why is you saying something? Ain't no need for you to say anything. Why? You feel what I'm saying? You, bro, go in the studio. Make you some records. Come out with something. You don't need to say anything. You feel what I'm saying? Boy, TMI. I know, right, Jungle? Yeah, but it was real triggering. You feel what I'm saying? Like, dog, please. Drake, just, bruh, you should not be saying nothing about anybody else's situation far as it do with anything with court. Period. Period. Anything that got something to do with court, bruh, do what motherfucker Jungle Brother do. Go in there, watch you 9 seasons of motherfucking Suits, get your motherfucking court vocabulary up, and then motherfucking come back and say something. But you such in motherfucking concussion protocol, you sued your own goddamn label for getting your ass whipped in the battle. Come on, bro. Come on. Like, for real. That shit crazy right now. You know what I mean? Yeah, Mocha, it did. It made my ass itch a little bit. Yeah, it did. It did. You know what I mean? But that was just triggering for me. I don't understand how people can bounce in other people, especially on some celebrity shit. On some celebrity shit, if you know you just went through some shit a year ago and you trying to bounce back, you going through still litigations with your situation, and you sitting there really on some tweet shit, I want Tory Lanez pardon. Dog, stop. That just stop. Just leave it alone, man. Leave it alone, for real. Like, come on. Come on. Word of D Great. Come on, my nigga. Come on. You know what I mean? For real. That's crazy. But real quick, we're going to take like a 2-minute break. I'm going to come back. And, you know, we got to end it off with the Diddy trial. You know what I mean? Catch up on the latest and the greatest of whatever is going on in that shit. You know what I mean? A lot of stuff been coming out since, you know what I mean, we last talked and everything. So give me 2 minutes. I'll be right back with y'all.
They say that they say that they say that they say that they say that.
And we're back. We're back. Theory of the Culture right here on Built for This Radio. Powered by, fueled by, Built for This Network for the strong, not the weak, and in the zone entertainment. Yeah. Oh man, I don't have TikTok, but Chuck said he wanted to hear about the maintenance man story, the inmates escaping at Mad Knox. Yeah, and Mocha Bella responded, DJ Chuck, this one inmate was on TikTok live. How dumb was he? World dumbest criminal, Mocha. World fucking dumbest criminal. Now they done caught five. I think they, if I'm not, I could stand corrected. Last time I checked, word to Nipsey Hussle, they caught like five of them. I think five of them are back in the jail, and they arrested the fucking maintenance dude who fucking helped them escape and shit. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't have the TikTok app either. I read about it though. And that shit is crazy. That shit is crazy. When people escape, okay, you escaping. You got help with the escape. Okay. 9 times out of 10, law enforcement is gonna go where you known to go back to, whether that be your mama, your grandmama, your auntie house, your baby mama house, right? They're gonna go and check all of them places because 9 times out of 10, they know you ain't going no fucking where else but to them places. They gonna check out all your hangout spots, your last known addresses, your family, your cousin. They gonna shake that tree up until they get your ass. Yeah, Mocha said, Mocha said, y'all saw how the inmates escaped. That was funny. It was. It really was. You know what I mean? And it's just like, yo, if I'm escaping, which 9 times out of 10, I pretty much got already a nice sizable lead on, you know what I mean, law enforcement or whoever, because they got to figure out who was the people that escaped. So they got to figure out all the inmates. They got to gather all that intel, right? So if I got a pretty much nice sizable lead, bruh, I'm not fucking going back to the crib. Like if I go back to the crib, I'm going to check a homie out or somebody loan me a car and get me the fuck out of the town. You feel what I'm saying? Yo, real quick, call me a motherfucker Uber, a Lyft. You know what I mean? I'm on a run right now. Let me just motherfucker get to this town and settle in. You feel what I'm saying? Because that was in Louisiana, if I'm correct. So, bruh, get me out of the town. You know what I mean? Only thing I don't even want to hold your car because 9 times out of 10 they gonna pull down there every time. Give me an Uber, bro. Put me in the Uber to the next town. I hit you back on the back end far as payment. You know what I mean? Like that shit is crazy. For real. Yeah, Purple Licious said behind the tallest stool. Chuck said, yeah, it was funny how they got away. Boca said them inmates wanted that Luna. Yeah, and that is true, Mocha. That is true. That is true. That is very true. If Chuck said it stays undefeated, that is true. You know what I mean? They not thinking of the long game. Like, yo, I'm getting ready to go back. And now, when you go back, motherfucker, you got more charges on your stupid ass. You got escape charges added on to the time you was already fucking doing. Bruh, if you know, it's mad Luna in the other towns, bruh. Get you an Uber. Y'all really was on some Shawshank Redemption shit. You know what I mean? Which was cool. Which was cool. Y'all did it. Y'all got homie to set it up. Y'all did it. Y'all got your Shawshank Redemption on. You feel what I'm saying? Bruh, I'm gone. Even if I'm hitting the town, I'm hitting a cousin. I ain't even letting nobody else know. I'm not letting my mama know. I'm not letting nobody else know. I'm going to find that cool cousin, maybe uncle or whatever the case may be. That one, because we all got that one relative that's motherfucker just ain't right like me. You know, he ain't right like me. So if that one relative is like, yo, what you want to do, bro? Just give me an Uber to the town, bro. To the next town. That's all I need is an Uber to the next town. I'll figure it out from there. You know what I mean? Or give me a bus ticket or something to whatever city. 9 times out of 10, the bus ticket is probably a little bit cheaper to, you know what I mean? Because I already got the jump on law enforcement. So I get myself on there, boom. You know what I mean? But see, only thing about the bus ticket, though, you have to sign up. You have to put your name and all that stuff so they can hunt that down. So I would say the Uber would be more safe because it's already in whoever name it is in as far as the credit card is concerned. You feel what I'm saying? That's going to be far from their mind of, okay, he took an Uber or he or she put in the Uber and they went. Hey, it is what it is. You know what I mean? But that shit was crazy. That shit was crazy. I ain't gonna hold you. Chuck say, man, they broke them pipes and turned all that water off. They ain't give a fuck, bro. They was on. I'm for real. You never seen Shawshank Redemption with Morgan Freeman and what's that other actor name? I can't think of his name. But that was a good fucking movie. And homeboy drilled and found the motherfucking weak hole, and for years was fucking picking away that hole for years until he had enough body room to maneuver through the fucking jails and shit. They got away. For real. Oh man. Mocha said, if I drive a Uber Lyft, I see 10 inmates coming in my car, I'm hauling ass. Rightfully so. Rightfully so. Right. Shawshank Redemption, right? Shawshank Redemption. Okay, Shank Redemption. My bad, RC. Yeah, for real. So it's like, yeah, and Milk, I feel you. You know what I mean? Now the thing is like, yo, with 10 inmates, only 5 gonna fit. You know what I mean? 9 times out of 10. And plus, if I'm jacking the motherfucking Uber, I'm taking her cell phone. Cause she gonna call the police right away. So give me your phone. You figure it out. You know what I mean? Give me your phone. Get in that car. Haul ass to the next city. At this point, you toss the motherfucking phone and you ditch the motherfucking car and go wherever the fuck you need to go. You know what I mean? But see, the thing is, motherfuckers gonna hit that highway. They gonna be so nervous and scared and full of adrenaline that they gonna motherfucking gas this motherfucking car. And now it's a high speed motherfucking chase. You know what I mean? Because they caught the first 5. I believe the first 2 was caught real quick. You feel what I'm saying? The first 2 inmates was caught real quick. I want to say technically the first 5 was caught quick because it was like maybe no more than fucking a day or 2 after the shit was posted on the news that they already caught down there close to the 5. You know what I mean? So it's still 2 out there free like a motherfucker. I hope they, you know what I mean? I hope they got the common sense to get out of fucking Dodge, or if they got cool family, you know what I mean? Shit. Chuck say, Twin, you better drive them down the beach. They want that Luna. Y'all stupid. Yeah, I'm first of all, I'm not thinking of no coochie. I'm not thinking. I could think of coochie where I know I'm free. And I know, cause I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna be too nervous to think about some pussy. I'm gonna be too nervous to think about some pussy, for real. I'm sorry, nah. I'm not sitting there thinking about, you know what I mean, poking nothing, and I know the motherfucking U.S. Marshals, the Sheriff's Department, and everybody else to run in that motherfucker. You know what I mean? Guns blazing and shit. You know what I mean? Nah, I find me something on the route. You know what I mean? When my motherfucking nerves calm down. You know what I mean? I don't want that type of performance anxiety at all, for real. Oh man, but real quick before we get out of here, because I know I ain't gonna keep y'all too long. The Diddy trial, man. Listen, uh, Cassie mom was on a stand saying Diddy extorted her, saying that he was gonna put some sex tapes out on her if he don't pay her 20 grand. She took out her home equity, paid the 20 grand. He wound up giving it back, but you know what I mean? That was one of the things. Who else took the stand? Dawn Richard, with her stage name is Richard. But Dawn Richards from Danity Kane and Diddy Dirty Money, she took the stand as well, saying that Puff was saying, like she seen Cassie getting beat. You know what I mean? People wanted to cover it up like Hard Pierre. She named Hard Pierre was one of Puff's right hand man and Bad Boy. Puff told her to mind their business or people would come up missing and stuff like that. So she took that as a whole threat and everything, you know what I mean? She put out some statements that Puff was fucking Cassie up big time in certain events and everything else. So that was crazy in itself. You feel what I'm saying? Who else? Cassie Moms, Dawn Richards, one of the sex workers that went by Punisher, testified as well, saying that, you know, Diddy wanted Cassie to do certain things, certain times he couldn't perform, and everything else. They said Diddy, one of the freak offs, Diddy was dressed as a Muslim woman. Like he had the whole setup from a Muslim woman, the covering, the head thing. He was naked underneath the thing, and yo, it, it was wild. It was really wild. That shit was crazy when I heard that, because I'm like, yo, Puffy is really a fan. He a fan, he a fan, he a fan. He a freaky ass nigga. You know what I mean? For real. At the end of the day, Kid Cudi name was dropped in the whole thing because allegedly Puff was jealous of the relationship Kid Cudi and Cassie was about to start, and it's supposed Kid Puff allegedly supposed to put like some type of time bomb in Kid Cudi's car. So he's being subpoenaed by the prosecution, the state, to come on the stand and tell his side of the story. You know what I mean? Also, James Cruz, Puff assistant. Now, this assistant dropped, I think, more of the heavy shit than anybody else because he was with Puff from his day-to-day operation. He said, like, he had Puff whole day planned from 8 a.m. to 4 a.m. You know what I mean? And that was every day, every day. And he was only getting paid like 70,000 a year, close to 80,000 a year plus overtime. But he used to set a lot of the shit up that Puff used to do. It was they brought up Barack Obama name in it, but Puff had like a case and stuff with Barack Obama's face on the motherfucker. I guess it was like a sticker or something like that that had over 30 plus pills in it. You know what I mean? One for I think it was water pills, some Viagra, Cialis, some perks, another pill that's supposed to rejuvenate your sperm count and all this other shit. It was just a fucking bag of fucking crazy shit. And then before I came on the show, one of the police who raided Puff homes and Puffy's houses in Miami took the stand and say they found bullets, guns, couple of things of baby oil, some other shit. It was like crazy amount of fucking phones, guns, some more bags of drugs and everything else. You know what I mean? So it's really gonna be crazy. DJ Chuck said a reporter asked Cassie how big was Diddy private parts. Yeah, and she claimed it was a Tootsie Roll. You know what I mean? So again, that just was too far. That just was too far. You know what I mean? But my thing is, and this is my opinion, I don't know as the trial go. I want to see how it plays out. But I believe Puffy is gonna do time for something. I don't know if it's gonna be the major part of the RICO of what they looking for. You feel what I'm saying? But if you talking about these guns that didn't have no serial number on it, the drugs that had his name on it, you know what I mean? Some had Puffy, some had the letter love on it, the Barack Obama, all that stuff that his assistant former assistant, I should say, testified on, you know what I mean, and did he's gonna wear some type of charge on that. You know what I mean? I believe, you know what I mean, that part of it. Everything else, I think they really, what the prosecution is aiming at is the big part of the RICO part. You know what I mean? The like Chuck said he might get charged with racketeering. Yeah, I mean, they aiming for that. They definitely aiming for that, Chuck. You know, him being the, you know, and they putting, they laying the foundation like Puff was the organizer, he's the ringleader of everything. So all the freakos, all the drugs, all the transferring, you know what I mean, females and transporting and all this stuff, it was all under Puff. He said, the guy James Cruz was the assistant. He said Puff used to go and have him pay for lubrication and condoms and stuff with cash and reimburse him so it wouldn't be on the company books, you know what I mean, of him purchasing that stuff. So, you know, but yeah, I believe Puff is gonna do time for something. I don't. The big part of the RICO, I don't know. But far as if you talking about the drugs and the guns, yeah, I heard a lot of his civil suits are being thrown away as well. Whatever civil suit that was going on, because they tried to manipulate Dawn Richards' claim to that, saying she's saying like, yo, only reason why I got the civil suit is because the work I put in that I haven't been paid for, XYZ. So Puff team is making it seem like she just money grabbing, like she hopped on the train of suing Puff, you know what I mean, for the money grab. And oh, excuse me, sorry, y'all. And yeah. So with that being said, it's just overall crazy. I don't understand it at all. But as day 8, what is it? I think we up to day 8. This thing's supposed to go into sometime of July, if I'm not mistaken. They saying it's like a 10-week trial. They aiming for a 10-week. Like the judge that they got is like, he's on some shit like, yo, we gonna keep this shit pushing. Whatever y'all fucking up on, that y'all should have been on point on. You feel what I'm saying? But he on some shit like he's trying to keep this timeline up to par to where, you know what I mean, it's supposed to be. So, but I believe Puff is gonna do time. I don't know for what, but I could guarantee you he's gonna do time for them drugs and that guns. That's guaranteed. You know what I mean? Far as, because they found live ammunition and everything else. I don't, and Mocha probably can talk to me about it. Far as it being a Miami law, do they charge you per bullet? Because I know up here in New Jersey, they charge some, you know what I mean, depending on how high caliber it is, they charge per bullet up here. So, you know, Mocha probably could shed some more light on that aspect of it. But they found an AR, I think it was an AR rifle, assault rifle, AR-15 or something, serial number shaved off or whatever. So that lets it wasn't a legit firearm, but, you know, yeah, it's going to be crazy. Yeah, I'll be sure. Since I'll be sure Mother passed recently, his testimony might be on hold. Yeah. So, but I'll be sure definitely want to take the stand. I don't think he's skipping this for the world. I think at the end of the day, he's going to bury his mom. He's going to have a time process to grieve and everything. But I personally believe Albie Shore is real, and he said this on a news show. He's gonna do his due diligence and go up there and say what it is. You know what I mean? Because he believe in his heart of hearts that Puff tried to take him out. You feel what I'm saying? So I'll be sure testimony will be very big. You know what I mean? Very, very big from, him, the stuff Kim probably shared with him. You know what I mean? And everything. Yo, is crazy. Jungle Brother said Feds is undefeated on RICO cases. If you talking about up here in New York State, Jungle, or just around the world, because I know fucking I think that I haven't heard about. I know Young Thug's brother and them was still doing cases on that stuff, but since Young Thug and them came home, a lot of stuff that trial been really low key. They tried to get him on some stuff recently that they saying he put in social media, and that judge was like, no, no, y'all just being fucking petty. Y'all trying to get the homie and shit. So we'll we'll see how that goes. Come in and subscribe. You feel what I'm saying on the channel? Please get us up to the lucky 200. Also, before I leave, Jungle Brother said, burden of proof on RICO cases is in the same on murder and rape. Yeah, yeah, I get that, especially if you coming for the whole big wigs, like, you know what I mean, since the mob era, since the John Gotti and them era. You know what I mean? Like, that's how fucking Giuliani got his name. You know what I mean? For taking out John Gotti. Because, you know what I mean? Giuliani was just a motherfucker, regular lawyer in New York. But the fact that he took out motherfucking John Gotti and he became mayor and all this other shit. You know what I mean? Yeah, the Young Doug trial was a state case. That's true. So yeah, the state and federal are two different beasts. It definitely is. I agree with you there, Jungle. That's two different beasts. So for the federal prosecution to be, you know what I mean, they definitely got some. We don't know. They put it like this: the federal prosecution got some shit in the tuck. They just waiting. They playing spades with this shit right now. You feel what I'm saying? They throwing out a couple of hands they get and a couple of hands they sacrificing. You feel what I'm saying? But I think when it come down to the last maybe 4 to 5 weeks, maybe of the fucking trial, maybe 3 weeks going towards the end, like where they know the jury gotta deliberate and shit, that's when they gonna pull all the motherfucking stops out. You feel what I'm saying? Because one of these spades they had to spin was fucking Cassie, because Cassie was pregnant. You feel what I'm saying? So they had to spin that spade out. You know what I mean? But I'm sure they got some big shit in the tuck for sure. For sure. Jungle said guns, sex workers, untaxed black market, baby oil, they lay in the grounds as a criminal conspiracy. Yeah, yeah. They is doing that for sure. They is doing that for sure. So yeah, man. We only 8 days in. We only 8 days in. So it's still early in the game, coach. It's still early in the game. Game one, Eastern Conference Finals going down tonight. New York Knicks, Indiana Pacers. Man, OKC came in there, Minnesota. They had a run, but OKC came in there and put the motherfucking brakes on motherfucking Minnesota for real. And I keep telling everybody, if I have to choose I would rather see the Knicks versus Minnesota in the finals. I do not want to see OKC in the fucking finals. I'm sorry. I know realistically we don't care because we the Knicks and everything else, but I'm just looking at it from the perspective of being on paper. I do not want to see OKC and no finals. They got the weapons over there. I mean, from the starters to the bench players, they got the weapons over there. You know what I mean? So that's just my opinion. Thank you, Purplicious. I appreciate you for coming in, Queen. Bless, bless, bless. Jungle Brother say G Dill hands are dirty. He's praying he don't have to testify. He'll be like YSL Woody. Oh yeah, Gene Dill. But see, the motherfucker already sitting there telling shit on fucking he already telling shit on fucking YouTube. You know what I mean? For the most part. So if he gets subpoenaed, you blame your fucking self. You know what I mean? Crown holder, you already know why America wants to see OKC versus Indiana in the final. Yeah, I do. But hopefully we can overshadow that. You feel what I'm saying? Hopefully. But yo, listen, I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Also, make sure y'all download the Built for This Radio app on Roku and motherfucking Amazon Fire TV. You know what I mean? Be looking out for other programming that's coming down the pipeline. Happy early birthday to nephew Jabari. Hey, it's been real, y'all. Your boy DJ Knox. I am out of here until next time. Peace. Y'all stay blessed up for real though. You know what I mean? Remember, if your mind ain't right, your mic ain't right. And if your mic is right, your mind is always right. You feel what I'm saying? Lean on your faith, follow your heart, put God first. Peace. One love.
They say that
Now streaming 24/7 on Roku streaming app. Also Amazon Fire TV. Hit the search bar and type in Built for This Radio. Also subscribe and follow us on YouTube at Built for This Radio. Twitch TV, Built for This Network. Mixcloud, Built for This Network. Twitter at WeBFTN. Also, we got advertisement. If you need to promote your businesses, email us at bftnadvertise@gmail.com. We are Built for This Network, for the strong, not the weak.